Hiya, it's Ken again from Bradley's Driving School with another independent drive. This independent drive is for Darlington. It's just one sign all the way actually, so he doesn't have to change this one at all. So it's just one sign all the way. Now, the thing with learners is when learners do the test, they just stare. They're like goldfish. They don't keep their eyes moving. So when you're driving, you've got to try and read the road. I mean, if I can read the road, anybody can. So learners are like, just don't pick up their signs, they don't pick up the hazards, they don't react, and then they react very late when something happens, and that causes them to get really nervous. So remember, when you go to the pictures, the cinema, you sit in front of that big screen and you move your eyes all the time because you're frightened in case you miss anything. So it's a bit like that with driving. You need to keep your eyes moving all the time because you need to see the big picture. Okay then, so we're following the signs for Darlington. I'm looking all around the car, checking the right blind spot. There's nothing, well, there's a car coming, so I'm not going to go. He's just come round the bend. Be careful with this one here because they do come round this bend quite quickly. There's a roundabout just off the bend. Again, I don't think I'll be signalling because I don't think there's going to be nobody here by the time I pull off. If I do have a lot of oncoming traffic, then I will signal. I'm looking over my right shoulder and I'm signalling to move off because there's a few cars there. Okay, so we're picking up signs for Darlington. Now again, looking well ahead, you've got the little side road to the left, you've got parked cars to the right, you've got a hatch marking system there, which you can enter if it's safe to do so when it's necessary. Quite a few parked cars to the left. You can now see the sign for Darlington. It says right. Now this Neville's Cross is a graveyard for learner drivers. So we're turning right. So we check the middle and right door mirror, nice and early. You can see the 40 signs there as we come up there. We've got the road marking saying we need to keep to the right. So I'm signalling up for right, just moving out to the left a little bit there because of the bus. Now the lights is just changing to red. That's good because that'll give me time to talk about these. Okay then, so I'm the leading car now. You've got a yellow box junction. Now when the lights change to green, as long as your exit of the road is clear, you must drive into the middle. If you do not drive into the middle, you will pick up a serious fault. If there's another car in the middle and there's enough room, then follow the car in. Now if the backup light changes red when you're in the middle, you must clear the junction. If there's a gap, then you just get yourself away. Now if I was the second car, the tip here is when the lights change to red, the first car starts to move out, you pull out with it. Now the backup light's gone to green, I've got an oncoming car turning right, I'm driving right into the middle, into the box, and I'm just stopping about there. Now, I've got a lot of oncoming traffic, so I've got one eye on the backup light, which is changing now. I'm checking right door mirror and just off I go around. And that didn't seem too bad actually. So we've got warning signs to the left telling me the road narrows on the right. We've got a warning sign, no right turn. We've got the markers telling you to move over, so I'm checking my right door mirror. I'm up to 35 miles an hour. You've got an island refuge there with cones around it. You've got a junction left which is clear. We have the road bending left. I'm up to 40 now, which feels quite comfortable. We've got signs telling you to keep to the left. Now I'm looking for the signs for Darlington. The traffic light is on red, so the may change back. I'm checking my middle mirror. Signs to the left, it says Darlington. Should be on them trees again. The council get them trees cut. Check my mirrors. Now the lights has changed to green. I've slowed it down, so I'm changing down. Learners don't like to change down once it's slowed down. Now again, they're anticipating traffic cutting across my path here. The road markers telling everybody to get back to the left, so there's nobody overtaking us. We've got a car parked left, got a pedestrian to the left. Speed camera signs, which I'm not really interested in because I don't speed. Got side roads to the right with 30s in, that's another indication that it's 40. You've got your island refuge. You've got another junction to the right which is clear. You've got another island which is telling you to keep to the left. Now I'm up to 40 miles an hour. Looking well ahead, I can see the national speed limit sign, so it's now going to change to 60. So I'm checking my middle and right door mirror. Once I get to there, I'm going to accelerate. I've got the end of no stopper. Stopping for 2 miles. Now we're under a dual carriageway, which means it's now 70. So I'm up to 55 here. We've got the van parked on the left, the guy in the back there. I'm up to 56, up to 60. Now this feels comfortable. I'm not going to go any faster than this. I've got warning signs telling me there's roadworks up ahead. Now the sign's telling you the left lane's blocked, so I'm checking my middle right dormer. I'm signaling nice and early. Again, another big tip, when you see signs like this, get straight to the right lane. Now I'm cancelling my signal, looking for the signs for Darling, says straight ahead. Now normally if them road markers weren't there, I'd be in the left lane. Do not pick the right lane. So I'm checking my mirror, but I've got no option this time. I've got to pick the right lane. Braking very early. Drop that into third gear this time from sixth. Checking to the right and see it's clear, the cars are going straight ahead. Check my middle left dormer and I'm going to signal to leave the roundabout and tell them everybody where I'm going. Got the roadworks here. Now I'm only doing, just get up to 40, you just roll the cones. I've got the wagon up ahead, got a sign to the left, tell me down straight ahead. A lot of roadworks going on, so 40 feels good here. That's all I want to do at this point. Also the road is wet. So I'm checking my middle left dormer and give me a signal move back because there's a car close behind. Got the end of the road works. Now I'm up to 60 miles an hour, I'm into 6th gear. Looking well ahead for cyclists. Now if you do see any cyclists near you, you've got to move to the right lane, because if you don't, if you pass them in this lane, it's a serious fault. Now, why? Because they could wobble and fall off, they swerve around potholes. I've actually seen them slip off the pedals. Now look at the warning sign, it tells you the dual carriageway, so I'm checking my middle right dormer. There's nothing overtaking. We've got that, whatever that is. On the left, we've got the warning signs again, telling me there's two-way traffic here. The car in front's braking. I'm trying to look for signs for Darling. We've got another warning signs. Says there, Darling straight ahead. You've got a junction to the right. I'm anticipating people pulling out. There's a car in front just turned across my path. Just turn right. Might pull out here. I was ready for him if he did. Van in front pulling out, so I'm just checking mirrors off gas. Now learners would overreact now and brake heavy. All I'm doing there is just coming off the gas and took advantage of going uphill. Now again, looking well ahead, we've got 40 signs, we've got the end of the no stopping. We've got the road narrowing into one, so I'm checking my right dormer again. I've just dropped that into fourth. It gives a little bit more power to get up the hill. I wouldn't leave it in sixth. Again, signs tell you to keep to the left. We've got a junction left which is clear. I'm on bang on the 40, got the solid white lines, which means no overtaking unless it's a slow moving vehicle or maintenance vehicle doing less than 10 miles per hour. Hatch marking system in place, we've got signs telling you keep to the left. Looking for signs to down, we've got the bus pulling now. I'm anticipating the bus pulling out, so I'm checking my middle and right dormer. Now if he puts that signal on now, I'm still going. He's got to give way to me. Now there's a sign for Darling. That sign is wrong, that's telling me I have to give way, but you do not give way on this roundabout because there's no give way line. So I'm checking my mirrors. Now have a look at this. Learn to slow right down here and feel there's no give way line, so keep it going. You do not give way on that one, be very careful. Van in front, turn right, check my middle mirror. Just cover my brake. Dropping it down into third. I'm going to go through there because I can see there's enough space. Just at 20 miles an hour. I've got the national speed limit signs, I've got the no stopping signs. 3 miles, so I'm checking my middle right dormer. The car behind's not overtaken, so I'm getting my speed up. I'm now up to 50 miles an hour and I'm in 6th gear. I'm up to 55. Now I'm looking well ahead. The faster you go, the further you glance. I'm trying to pick up signs for down. You've got the sign there. We've got wagon parked on the left, anticipating him pulling out. Doesn't look like he's going to. Check my mirrors again. Again, looking well ahead. I can see there's looks like a garage on the left. Got oncoming traffic. It's quite a wide road, so I'm just about a metre off the curb. Yeah, we've got a garage to the left. I don't think it's open actually. Got another island refuge there in the middle. Yeah, it's closed. I think they're washing cars. Now look at the one. The sign on the right. It says Darling straight ahead. It's got left straight ahead and right, so I'm keeping to the left lane. So I'm checking my middle mirror. Just easing off the gas. I'm not really using the brake at the moment, so it's second exit. Now I'm just starting to brake and I'm just going to drop that into second gear. Looking at 12 o'clock, looking at 3. The van from 12 o'clock's going straight ahead, so I'm keeping to the left. Check my middle right dormer and signal down for left to leave the roundabout. And that would be the end of the independent drive. But I'm going to keep this video going for just a few more minutes because this roundabout up here if you haven't done it before, then you're not going to do it properly on your test. You get cut up from the left, you get cut up from the right. So I'm going to try and talk myself through and explain it. So he would tell you that's the end of the independent drive. And say at the roundabout, turn right for Darling. Turn right for Bishop Auckland. It's third exit. So straight away, there's the sign. Right third exit. Check my middle and right door mirror. And I've got the 40 signs. When you get up here, you've actually got 4 lanes. Now there's a sign there telling me I need not that sign. Look at the road markings. I need the right lane if you're turning right. So check my middle right door mirror again. Signal now. Now look at the road markings. Do not pick the 3rd lane. Pick the 4th one. That's the one you need. Now the lights is on red. Now I've got this wagon indicating right. Now he's in the wrong lane there, but maybe he's doing that because he's a bit wide. So I'm just going to keep well back from him. I'm not going to go up there now because I don't know where he's going. So I'm checking my left door mirror now. It's right 3rd exit. So there's your first one here. The wagon's come across the lanes. Well, he was in the wrong lane. So use your left door mirror. Now look, I'm just following that wagon around. Notice how I keep around and put my signal back on. Lights is changing to green. Check my middle left door mirror. And then off I go. And that would be that one. Okay.